Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome in to the Bit Game channel, and welcome into messing around on SilverRun. I have made mention on my community tab that I wanted to get in a live stream this week. Here it is. We're just kind of messing around. I was gonna go on Twitch. I didn't know what to do. I think maybe what we're gonna do. How much is it gonna be to was that guy? 12. Well, wait a minute. Let's get all of this stuff loaded first, and then we'll do that. But like I said, I wanted to come in and do some sort of live stream. This week's kind of busy. I will be going out of town on Friday morning. And we'll be returning like Saturday afternoon. So content's gonna be a little sparse. But I mean, that happens. I mean, we all have lives and whatnot. I was gonna look for some sort of shipper, but I was gonna look for. So let's hit all of these over here. We'll open them up. We'll start. I don't know. We'll load them up. We'll get rid of them, kind of thing. This is just kind of a. We're on it. I'm still really shocked at all the views that we got from the upload over on the Twitch side. While doing it on the Twitch, and then uploading it over here. But we're gonna do kind of a short stream, probably like an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half. I thought about doing like a map tour of one of the maps that come out today. Hey, but how's it going? It's going. But we're here, and this is what we're gonna play on, and this. I don't know. This is kind of a play, kind of a. Maybe if more people come in, maybe more of kind of a chat than anything else about. I don't know. I see other people having like live streams on the future of their channels and whatnot. Channel's not going anywhere, but I don't know. Just really over on Twitch side, I'm just really starting to wonder if Farm Sim is like not the way to go over on Twitch. What is this stuff over here? This is loaded up. We'll call the train. We'll load this up. All that kind of good stuff. We'll get rid of these containers. Yeah, I don't know anymore. Like, Ravenport's not doing what and I really hate to abandon. I don't want to abandon the challenge that I started, and I have other, other content creators doing it. The own the map thing. And this, I don't know anymore. Like, I don't know that any of us know anymore on what is going on. Right. Yeah, I get it. And like I said, I don't know that Farm Sim is the way to go on, well, we'll listen to, like, Chipper at some point. I don't know. Like I said, I know people are busy. I know it's that time of year. People are like not YouTubing as hard. Hey, what's going on, Rank? How are you? I don't. I guess I could have just stayed over there. Alright. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that's one way to do it. Crap. I forgot about that. Yeah, I know. I think having a week off, I just life in general. Hey, what's going on, Ricky? How are you, brother? Just having that week off, I don't know. Just give me time to think about, I don't know, maybe too much time to think. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with Farm Sim. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I know for sure. Hey, Faber, what's going on? How are you? I know for sure that my Little Land series and my Unimall is not going anywhere. I know that for a fact. As far as doing farm sim on Twitch, I don't know anymore. You're doing alright? I gotcha. We're just kind of having a chat, this is just kind of a blow-off stream, if you will. Kind of just having a... Maybe just a little chit-chat about where people think Farm Sim is going, if anywhere, if... I don't know. Well, I am too, but it's not really doing what I want it to do at all. I know I'm not over there as much as what I probably should be. Hey, Jody, what's going on? I don't know. I know maybe YouTube has maybe a little bit to do with it. I know YouTube has been screwing with people lately. I don't know. I just... And the whole content creation. I know I'm just a live streamer, so I don't want to say I'm just, but I know live streaming, video producing, whatever you're doing, it's all, it's all content. When it all boils down to it, it's all content. And it's all it's a mental thing. It absolutely is. People want to say it's not, but it is. It absolutely is. Because you can totally, and if somebody wants to say otherwise, they're full of baloney. Because it absolutely is it's a mental game, if you will. Because the person that says, oh, I don't watch my views, or it doesn't really bother me, sorry, I'm gonna call you out on it. You do. Everybody does. And like Rank said, one minute you have over 100 views, the next minute you have 40 views on the same map, on the same series that you've been on. So, you can't say that it doesn't bother you or affect you or whatever it might be. But it does, and it's hard. And I don't want to be that person because I've always been kind of an optimist, I guess, to a certain extent, that I'm always going to do what I want to do, bottom line. I will ask you guys for advice, like which way should we go, should we do this, absolutely, but absolutely, Famer, I agree. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm always going to do what I want to do. Because if you start, and I don't mean any disrespect to anybody at all, because if you start listening to what everybody else wants, you're not going to make yourself happy. At all. 100% you're not. Right. But I just, yeah. And when, when out in this discussion the other day in a live stream, when you don't, I mean, I get it. Farm Sim FS22 is coming to its lifespan. It needs, something new needs to happen. Not a, I'm gonna call it what it is, a BS, DLC that comes out for stuff that we kinda already have. You know? I mean, it's kind of like a last-ditch effort to make just a little bit more money before we turn the new game loose, kind of thing, is what it seems like. What is that tree? Yeah, right. Oh, right, it's not, because we already have all that stuff, basically. But, I mean, it is what it is. Are we going to change it? Nope. But the only thing we can do is not buy it, you know? I don't plan on buying it. But I know some of you, not all of you, have been watching some of my Ravenport on the map thing. I think what's gonna happen with that is I'm gonna continue it on my own, and then once we hit to a spot where we own everything, we own all the fields, then we'll come back in it, and then we'll farm, we'll farm the 2 years on it, and then we'll call it done. But I think as far as Farm Sim for me on Twitch is kind of done, because it's just, I mean, the last one I did, I had 4 views on it. 4. That's not even worth my time, really. I mean, I hit to be like that, but it's not. Yeah, I don't think so either. I agree, Faber. I don't think it's going to be the hit that they want it to be. We're just gonna do this. I just want these containers on. And I know, that's what, we also talked about this too. Like, this is what makes live streaming and, this game great. We can all have different opinions, or we can not have. We can all have the same opinion. But that's what makes us all human, is we can all have different opinions. And you can totally, tell me that I'm way out of line and I don't know what I'm talking about, and that's fine. You are totally entitled to your own opinion. I am not going to take that away from you. I may not agree with you disagreeing with me, but, hey, Wolves, what's going on? How are you? But, I mean, it is what it is. But I don't know. I'm feeling kind of, and this is kind of the first time that I've really felt this way, that I just, not really lost. I'm just at an impasse, I guess you can say. I don't know what to think about it, you know? You're just being lazy? Gotcha. That's all good. Hey, Waylon, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. Welcome in to Big Days. Not really radiant, but just playing on SilverRun and having a chit chat. Oh boy, we're going for a ride. That is not what I wanted to happen. You're doing alright? Alright. But, like I said, I don't, some of you may agree with me. Yeah, I get that too. I will have some of that. I have a lot of, and I get it. People are watching because they're usually, relaxing, whatever else. I get it. I'm in theory can attest to it that there's been a lot of streams, depending on the time, that it's just me and him, or, it'd be me, him, and Cranky, and then, Cranky has to leave. And then there's sometimes it's just me. But it's just one of those that you kind of power through it and you keep on putting your content out because, people are still going to watch later on. But when you're putting out, stuff and you're only getting a handful of views, it's very discouraging. Well, that's not where I wanted that to go, but it'll work. I'm sorry if I missed anybody's comment. But welcome in, everybody. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer or anything. I want to be honest with you all. I think that's the biggest thing with anything, is to be honest. And why sugarcoat anything and make it what it's not? I feel really bad for just leaving Ravenport kind of but maybe that's what we'll do, is it may be a while from now that we have all the land acquired, we have all the fields bought, and then we farm, for 2 years. That may be a hot minute before that happens, and then maybe it won't. I don't know. But I am really enjoying the small farming on Little Land, and I am really enjoying the Unimog challenge, so those are not going anywhere. I just think maybe I do more SnowRunner and other stuff over on Twitch, perhaps. and then we'll go from there. I don't know. And I can upload them over here. Right, that's live streaming. That's bottom line, that's live streaming. It is. There's a lot of people have me on, and they're busy doing other stuff. Oh, yeah, we found that. And it's, where did that go? Did I? What did I do with that? What am I missing the bit of stuff? I don't know. But then depending on the time, if you do it later at night, you're gonna have a lot of people zoning out. That just happens. What is going on? Aha. Uh-oh, we lost our thing. No, let's do this. Absolutely right. I believe that they're doing well. I believe so. The last I heard, they're doing good. I haven't heard anything, anything negative, I should say. But they're very, very appreciative of what we raised. I did add money. I added money to it, a little bit of money to it. But we ended up sending a little over $1,400. That's completely awesome. Yeah. But yeah, that money is gonna be well used for, like, I'm assuming, like, gas to go back and forth to the doctor's appointments and all that kind of stuff. Groceries, Yeah, I'm still really, Tech and I both are still really, like, in awe of what all we raised, for sure. That was just completely awesome. And that was all, all done by you guys. All of you that donated, that was all done by you. I just sat here and live streamed, I had the crazy idea of doing it, and well, let's shut this down. I had the crazy idea, and then you guys took that idea and ran with it, is what you all did. Still completely awesome. Some of these bigger guys out. Well, like I said, I don't want to be... I don't want to be a Debbie Downer to anybody, or... But just some things that I've been thinking about, you know, as far as the channel and what, you know, I'm hoping that Farmer's Dynasty comes out soon. It's supposed to release this year. And when that game comes out, we're going to be starting something on it. So hopefully that will come out before FS25 does, I hope. And that will kind of hit us in a, you know, maybe give us something to do. And I'm not saying, I'm not holding anyone with Farm or FS22. I'm not. We're still gonna do stuff on it, but I don't know. And that's why I said on Little Land, on the small farming, I'm not making any goals on it. We're just playing on it. We're having fun, and I mean, if you know, if things happen like they are, if the views start going down, we'll figure out something else. I don't know. I mean, what are your all's thoughts? I know some of you have given thoughts on the whole. I mean, do you think people are just getting bored with Farm Sim? Or... I think our main people have stuck around. Not just in my community, but in others. I think our hardcore Farm Sim people are still here. It's just we're not... Maybe some people that were new to the whole Farm Sim have... And they might be younger people. Maybe they have moved on to a different game. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm completely wrong on that. But... I mean, I think discussions are healthy for any community. You know, just to have a discussion about anything. I mean, we had 10 people watching a while ago, now we're down to 5. It might mean that people don't have the same opinion that I do. And that's fine. You might not agree with me, but you can go watch other people and you might agree with them, and I'm totally fine with that. More power to you. Put these over here by this little tree. Why not? And look at this. What do you think? Aha. stick tree. But I am, like I said on the community tab, I'm going out of town on Friday. We're leaving Friday morning. Two of my cousins, like immediate cousins, they're both around the same age as my boy. They are graduating from college on Friday. So we're going up, and they're going to college about 4.5 hours away. So myself and my brother and my mom are all going up to their graduation. So that's where I will be going, doing some family stuff on Friday, and then we're coming back Saturday. We'll be back Saturday afternoon. And it's kinda odd, kind of bittersweet, I guess, in a sense. They were both graduating from the college that I had went to almost 30 years ago. I did not fare well at that college. A little because of my own. Oh yeah. My own, maybe, that was my first experience away from home. And, like, college, 4.5 hours away. I mean, I'm not, we all have times that we look back on it and go, man, if I would have applied myself a little bit more, maybe, just maybe. But, the college also had, at that time, they were having a pilot program. And I kind of begged my mom and dad at that time. Like I said, this was 28 years ago. It was my first, like, encounter with, the internet. Like, we didn't have the internet here, not then. But the pilot program was you had an IBM ThinkPad laptop. Well, and like all of your courses were kind of geared around taking that laptop to class with you. Well, that was way out of my, like, spectrum of normalcy, if you will. So I'll admit it. I mean, like I said, we all have our times that we probably should have not done what we wanted to do, but I was probably on the computer and on the internet more than what I should have been, and I should have been paying attention in class a lot more, but I did not. And I also blame a little bit on our high school. I'm not fully passing the blame on anybody, but our high school did not readily prepare us for college. Like, just the basics, like note taking and that kind of stuff. Like, we had no clue. When I graduated, I was in the top 10% of my class. And I think 75% of us that were in that top 10% were all on academic probation our first semester. So that kind of that kind of leans little more towards your, um, um, your education system versus the student, I would think. But it is what it is. That was, like I said, 28 years ago. I mean, is there anything I can do about it now? Nope. The only thing I can do is look back on it and, oh man, that kind of stunk. You know? And maybe that wasn't, things. I'm a big believer in things happen for a reason. And, maybe that wasn't the path for me, you know? But it also, it does good. Even, you have to try stuff in life. And you have to try and fail before you know if you're good at it or not. Like, how do you know if you don't try and fail if you don't even try at all, I know that's a saying. I know I just butchered it. Right. Well, then I come home and, that was a pretty hard, like, lesson between my father and I. My father was not, he was out of high school and right into the workforce, and, he, and even back then, college was a thing, but not as prominent as it was when I was, But my dad's thought was college was just like high school. Well, that's not necessarily the case. This way. But I did end up coming home and I went to what did I, 3 years in the community college. And then I was to the point for job placement. And at that time, they were telling me what my job opportunities, career opportunities were at that time. And I was going to college for business computing. Well, it was what I was looking at as far as a career was like data entry stuff. Okay, well, that's cool. But what they were telling me is they had a job, the job that they had for me was, you had little kids in the room cover their ears. It was typing letters to Santa Claus. I'm like, what? I'm sure I had a look on my face and then, I'm like, what's the job? I'm like, well, it's data entry. I'm like, no, I did that part, but what did you say, typing letters to who? I'm like, no. So I quit going to community college and went to work for an excavation company and was making $11 an hour more than what they're going to pay me on that job with a college degree. I'm like, you're insane. I was just like, wow. And now I can imagine, like, oh my gosh, the price of college now. Holy cow. Well, and not to get into a whole discussion or debate on that, but I've seen like a topic a headline or whatever, you know, for all of this student debt relief stuff. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm not gonna say any more about what the headline was a person was complaining that they had to put some major life choices on hold because of the expense of college. Well, I get it. Nobody, well, I'm gonna use this term. Nobody put a particular thing to your head and told you that you had to go to college, did they? Right? You would never, yeah, right? And I think that's and when my boy wanted to go to trade school, and he did not, you know, he could have acted on, he could have gotten A+, he qualified for it, which is basically getting, all of your generics, your generic classes, your gen ed classes, getting them paid for, more or less. Well, he waited too long, and that kind of went to the wayside. But, he was looking at tech school to go for welding. And even to go to what kept telling him, you don't have to go to a welding academy. There was other schools that would have, there's other schools around that he could have used that A+ for and had a welding certificate. Well, he didn't want those. Because, you know, mom and dad don't know what's best at that time. I mean, they do now that it's kind of after the fact, but that's usually how that happens, right? But I don't want my kids to, you know, I want them to further their education, absolutely. But the wife and I don't necessarily want them to further their education and put themselves in debt for the next 10 to 15 years. You know, just, it's not worth it. But like that whole headline of I had to put major life choices on hold because at college now I want the government to forgive my debt. Well, that's not how that works. Like, I don't understand. I mean, yes, should you go after some of these universities that charge way too much? Probably. Should taxpayers and whatnot foot the bill for your education? I don't think so. I don't think that's how that should be. Now, am I saying that we should have higher education that should be affordable to anybody? Absolutely. How that comes about of making it happen, I don't know. I'm not an economist, so I don't know how that would happen without taxes and whatnot. But I don't think the whole student debt thing, that's coming out of something. That money is just not coming out of thin air. And I'm sure I'm ruffling feathers with this conversation, but, well, like I said, it is what it is. We're all entitled to our opinions, and you cannot like my opinion, and that's fine. You cannot like my opinion, and I will not lose sleep over it tonight. I promise. But I think it's a rat hit along, you know, and we can get into the whole other things that are rat hits too, but and I know my daughter, she wants to. I mean, she's only a freshman, but she would like to take a year off from school. Like, off of high school and then go to college. We're like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. How many people do you know? I know several that said, oh, I'm going to take a year off and then I'm going to go to college, and it never happens, you know? Because stuff happens, life happens, things happen. Absolutely, things happen. Is that will throw our tally off in our little orange containers. Oh, whoops, that's... Yeah. So, I'm gonna leave those. We'll take that guy, and then we'll load our containers up. And, right, this is what we were talking about earlier. You know, like I said a while ago, we had 10 people in here a while ago, and now we have 5. Like, it happens. It's the nature of the beast as far as live streaming. I mean, could I have more? Yeah, if I did the whole points and heist and all that in the games, but I'm not into all that. I know people are watching, but it kind of goes off of alright, so let's get our dude. But here's already... Oh boy. It hurts on the rats. It's all good, Creighton. No need to apologize, brother. I get it. Well, good luck with the car. I hope everything goes as planned, and you don't have to drop too much money. But I appreciate you. You know I do. Thank you for hanging out. And if I don't see you beforehand, hopefully we'll see you on Saturday evening, Saturday night. Is that like inspection kind of thing? Is that MOT time? things. Alrighty, brother. Now, what hits you? What hits you on the next one for sure? Well, we're gonna go a little bit longer. Well, at least it's... Yeah, inspection. I gotcha. What the things? Finish filling these up. And then he is filled up. We'll probably get these filled up, we'll sell these, and then we'll probably wrap up the stream. So it was just gonna be a little short stream tonight, basically, just to kind of touch base with you all, and I don't know, there's a lot of things I'm still kind of thinking about. And like I said, maybe from the way you all make it sound that I'm not going crazy with Farm Sim, that quite a few of you have the same kind of opinions that I do. And that we're all kind of waiting for the newest game, if you will. I'll take more. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello. So it's full now. Yep. Hey, I found the stump. Oh, stay in there, please. Thank you. Oh boy. Hey Jason, what's going on? How are you? You kind of missed a little bit of, not really my rant, but just trying to get a discussion going, and a few people chimed in, but I think some people kind of were turned off and they left. Well, it's just how it is. About Farm Sim, and people are, you know, kind of the same kind of situation, kind of the same conversation that we had the other day about Farm Sim and the DLC coming out, and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss. I'm kind of, I don't know, like, what to think. So I think going forward, like my Ravenport series that I was doing. Hey man, what's going on, buddy? My Ravenport series is gonna be a, we'll come back to it. You got your gaming patch today. Right? No, yeah, I'm there with you. I think a lot of people are. But my Ravenport, I'm going to kind of put it on, I'm gonna work on it on my own kind of thing. Once we get all of the land, bought, because right now that's kind of what we're doing. We're just trying to make enough money to buy all the land and then farm it for 2 years. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Um, I'm not really sure if I'm going to do any more farm sim over on Twitch. 'Cause it does not seem like it's doing well over there at all. My last live stream over there, I have four views, and I end up getting cut off also. So I don't know. I'm at a loss. I know I'm not the only one that's at a loss. I get it. Let me out. Let me out. Alright, well, and thank you for coming in, buddy. I appreciate you. What do you mean your gaming badge? Bandit, I'm curious. Oh yeah. I know you do. I know there's several of you that listen to me kind of made me flap my jaws. Oh, it does. Money makes the world go round, that is for sure. 1000%. That's what makes this whole world go round. I don't know what the world is going to come to when the people that are in college and they have the debt that they have, and then the way what everything else costs. Something is going to crash. It's gonna have to. Gonna have to. That's just simple economics, you know? And when it does crash, it's gonna crash hard. And it's gonna affect everybody. It's already kind of starting to happen with the whole automotive industry. I mean, they're trying to, you know, I see ads all the time now. $10,000 off, and you get 0% financing, and blah blah blah. And then, or you can get $12,000 off of a pickup, and this and that. Well, that's fine, but you're still not even close to having affordable vehicles for people to buy. I mean, not a pickup anyway. You know, it's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would stop by the grocery store tonight and had, what did I get, 5 bags? And they weren't even like full bags, they were just 5 bags, and it was like $75. I'm like, holy crap. And it wasn't anything out of the ordinary, just stuff that we need, you know? Hello, MGL, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Oh, yeah. Oh, around here, if you can find a house, 1,000 square foot house, for under $1,200 a month, yeah. you're getting a steal. 1,000 square foot house for, yeah, it's insane. When my wife and I got together, we lived in an apartment. We had a condominium. We had a condo, a little bit bigger than an apartment, but we had a 2 bedroom, 1 bath. We had a dining room, kitchen, living room, 2 bedrooms, a bathroom. And then the last one that we had would have a washer and dryer in it, I think. Now, granted, this was back in like 2000. No, this was like 2001, 2002. So, say 22 years ago, we were paying $650 a month. I can't imagine. Oh, it is. And what are you getting for that? Like, you're gonna double it, but what are you giving me for that? I don't mind if you're in a raise, but give me an excuse. Give me a good excuse on why you're going to raise it. And are you going to give me something in return? No, they don't. Ever. I mean, the wife and I would like to sell our place, and we would like to go buy a house right now, but ain't no way. No way, no how. Am I going to go out and buy a house that I will never make my money back on it? I mean, the same thing happened not too long ago. I mean, within the last, what, probably 10, 15 years? When you had the housing market having younger couples being overextended on houses, same thing is happening right now. They just want to call it something else right now, but it's the same exact thing that happened then. Exactly the same thing. The houses might be up there in price, but you're not fooling people on signing that dotted line on basically being upside down on the house. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Just a lot of things going through my mind right now, MGL. A bunny told you. Well, that's what I was talking to. 2 of my cousins have land up north. Up in northern Missouri. They were cash renting it to a farmer and basically making money off of that. Well, now they can't because the interest rate went up. Basically, the money that they were making off of that farmer renting the land, that was covering, but that was covering their payment. But since and they had I forgot what, I don't know what kind of interest rate he said it, he named it, but anyway. So, the interest rate went up, so now they're losing money. Like, the money that they're making off of that farmer doesn't even cover anything anymore. It has. Well, I mean, we're kind of talking about farm sim and just being a content creator right now and that kind of stuff too, that it's just... Can you keep on going, or do you have to sell them here? just things that I've been thinking about, you know, just let me out. Thank you. Alright. I'll quit it. Alright, so now we can eventually do it. Yeah, see, that's wrong. Yeah. Why can I not get in this now? What is going on? What is going on, you know? What is going... What is that? Okay, now, can you please stop? Thank you very much. Well, yeah, there was a lot of things. You know, they were paying people to stay home and not work. Like, even then, most of us knew that was not going to be a good idea. Like, that was, yeah, somebody was going to have to pay for that at some point in time, for sure. Okay, so we got those done. Got those loaded and out. But, I don't know. I know we've talked about a lot of stuff tonight in the hour and 20 minutes that we've been streaming. And right, it is. And to drop off of that, and then you're seeing a lot of content creators going, hey, I'm pulling back. I'm not going to be able to do as much as I was before. Because, one, this, like YouTube, is not paying anything. You know, you're streaming, you're making content full time. You're not making the money because you're not getting the views that you were before. On any game, you know? And and the people that are doing it for a hobby, like myself, it's rough too. Like, you know, oh, mom's home. Like I said, like, when I do an hour and a half stream over on Twitch, and I only have 4 views, that's rough. You know, that's very rough. It's, you know, and I mean, I like the option of being able to stream over there and then upload it over here. Thank you, Famer. I appreciate you, buddy. But, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. Saturday evening, Saturday night, we're gonna be back on the Unimall Feed the Production Challenge series. And then Sunday we're gonna be doing the Little Land small farming. Again, this will be the 3rd time that you've heard it. As far as Farm Sim over on Twitch. That might be done for now. I don't know what else to do. Like I said, four views. I've been uploading them over here, getting some more views also, which that helps over here, but not necessarily over on Twitch. But, I don't think Farm Sim is the it thing over on Twitch. So that's where we might start doing more of our SnowRunner and that kind of stuff over there, and then we'll upload it over here. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, we'll be back on Saturday. I still have some more time to think and process and maybe, I don't know, talk to other people about it. Maybe I'm just over analyzing stuff. Could be. I tend to do that. I think we all have a tendency to kind of overanalyze things in our lives, you know? But yeah, like I said, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Other than do what we're doing over here on YouTube, and then we'll figure out something to do over on Twitch. Because we're so close to being affiliate over there that I don't want to lose all the progress over there. But again, I also want to keep forward momentum going also. But all of that being said, I appreciate you all letting me kind of vent and chat and blab and all that good stuff tonight. I think we've had very good conversation tonight. And like I said, just because we all might have different opinions doesn't mean that we can't all come together and still like one another for who we are. But all that being said, appreciate you guys so much. Have a great day, have a great night, have a great rest of your week. Again, I will see you hopefully again on Saturday evening, Saturday night. But until then, y'all stay safe, and you keep spreading that positivity and that love, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace out.